Does he have ID on him?
Yes, I do.
All right, there you go.
Not to talk about that issue right away, I will get that, I will address that. My name is George Beatty, and I want to thank Cheney University and PCN for having us all here tonight. I think these types of things are so very important to a vibrant, meaningful democracy, that we get to talk about the issues and think about what these issues mean. And Joe Sestak said, who's one of my most respected people, and I think the world of Joe, having a difference of opinion and yet having civility, civil discourse about it is so important. Like I said, my name is George Beatty, and I'm running for Congress in the 7th Congressional District, which is right here, and it includes parts of Delaware County, Montgomery County, Chester County, Berks County, and Lancaster County. And for the first time in American history, you're going to have a congressman next year, and I hope it's me, who will simultaneously represent farmers in Amish country and people who live right outside the Philadelphia International Airport. That district was called by the Philadelphia Inquirer a slime mold because the lines were drawn in such a crazy way to try to favor one party. And that's wrong. Gerrymandering is one thing, doing it to this level is crazy. And when we talk about the voter ID law, that's a law that was passed by a Republican legislature, a Republican Senate, and signed by a Republican governor, and the estimates are that hundreds of thousands of people don't have that ID, and that most of them are Democrats. So if somebody's telling you it's about fairness in elections, it's not. It's about politics. A little bit about me. My name is George Beatty. I'm the chairman of the Radnor Township Democratic Party in Delaware County. I've lived in Radnor Township for 25 years. I was born and raised, though, in South Philadelphia in a row house. And my father was a union longshoreman, and I grew up and attended Philadelphia Public Schools, and I got a great education in Philadelphia Public Schools. I went to South Philadelphia High School, and a lot of my classmates went to Cheney from there. I ended up going to the University of Pennsylvania from South Philly High, and then on to Villanova Law School. And 30 years ago, I got my law degree, and I've been practicing law for the last 30 years, representing people against the powerful. That's what I do. I represent people against large corporations. I represent people when they have work injuries. I've represented people involved in tobacco fraud case. I was involved in the Bush versus Gore litigation in Florida 12 years ago in the presidential election. And after 30 years representing people against the powerful, I want to keep doing that, but now I want to do it in Washington, in Congress. And it's my pleasure and honor to be the Democratic nominee, and I'm running next Tuesday in the primary unopposed as a Democratic candidate. My opponent, Pat Meehan, has voted far right on almost every issue. When it comes down to picking between billionaires and Medicare, Mr. Meehan voted for billionaires. He voted for billions of dollars in subsidies and taxpayer giveaways to big oil companies, but at the same time he voted to turn Medicare into a voucher program, to privatize it. They're closing refineries on the Philadelphia waterfront, and Mr. Meehan didn't use any of his influence in the Republican caucus to say, wait a minute, we're not going to give you billions of dollars in subsidies if you're going to take away thousands of jobs that are so important to our local economy and the refining capacity that's so important to our national security and to economic vitality of the East Coast. So there's a lot of issues out there that need to be addressed in a civil manner, in a proper manner. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, the vote came up on the Buffett rule. That rule says that people that earn more than $1 million a year should pay a minimum of 30% in taxes. Basically, it says we need fairness in this country.